Hey guys, it's Tony with Backwoods Biker Magazine and Wood Tramp Outdoors. I got another battle box for you, Mission 97 from March. Hang tight, be right back. All right guys, welcome back. I'm going to do the sacrilegious thing here and put a little knife through my mission brief here. But before I get deep down into this, I want to just remind you that there are 4 tiers with BattlBox. The basic box is $34.99, the advanced box is $64.99, the Pro box is $119.99, and the Pro Plus is $169.99. And as you will see here, you always get a great return on your investment, a lot of bang for your buck. So this month we've had a lot of questions, and because we've had the box for about a week and a half, just now getting it in the queue for a variety of reasons, but we've had a lot of emails that were able to catch up with us, and people making comments, you know, people asking questions. And for this month, for whatever reason, I was asked 2 things that we saw. Is the basic box really something that has a lot of good gear in it? Well, first of all, there are 4 items in this month. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 4 items in this month. And as you'll see, this is pretty dope. And the other question had to do with what's in the Pro box. So I'm excited about this box, and you're going to see why. So, and then we had another question that I wanted to bring about. So I'm just going to go through this and put the stuff off to the side, and it might fall on the ground because I'm on this stump. But the first thing in the basic box comes from Epic Wipes. And there are 2 massive wet wipes that are designed to be able to keep you clean, keep your hygiene where it's supposed to be. One is a large, one is an extra large. If you go out on their website, now you only get 1 of each here, so this is kind of like a sampling thing for you. But it's going to end up in a kit, you know, in one of our kits. And what it does is it prevents you from having to go down to the lake or the stream or whatever to wash off. There's no scent to these things. I don't know if they are biodegradable. I think they are. Yeah, they're biodegradable. But they will help you to be able to get clean when you're out in the bush, whether you're just doing a daily ruck, if you're out doing a deer scout, whatever. You're building shelters, you're getting sweaty, you're getting funky, you're processing game, got a little blood on your hands. Epic Wipes is going to be able to help you get these off. Now, the value on these is about $4.50. We're going to just call it $4. But in the big size, the extra large, they come 10 to a pack on their website, and the large ones come 20 to a pack. So you want to check them out, you know. Again, I have not had these open, but other people that have seen them said, yeah, they really like these. So that's a great ad for your basic box. The second thing is, for anybody that likes to eat, who doesn't like to eat when you're out in the bush, this comes from ReadyWise, and we've seen a lot of ReadyWise stuff. We've reviewed, not through BattlBox, but with ReadyWise itself, several of their 3-month rations that we received in, reviewed them, had other people use them. Always get a thumbs up. I've never heard anything bad about ReadyWise, no matter what it is. This month, they're giving you the ReadyWise Sunrise Strawberry Granola Crunch. You can eat this cold, you can eat it dry, you can eat it hot with hot water put over it, but it's really, really good. Each serving is let me see here, 200 calories per serving. There's 510 here. And for me, the way I'm feeling this and knowing I've eaten this stuff before, there's probably 3 meals in this for me, maybe even 4 if I'm adding something else, you know, in the meal to the mix here. They give this a value of $6.99, which is where it's really supposed to be at. Great ad for that if you like to eat. Then we got something that's super exciting for me when I saw this. This is the Stanley All-in-One Food Jar. It's this guy right here. Stainless steel food jar. It's not a single wall. You're not going to boil water in this, okay? It is designed, it's got a spork on the side. Look at this spork. Bang. Got a spork here. And it is a wide mouth, insulated, 12-hour hot or cold food jar. You can put hot soup in it, hot coffee, hot cocoa, cold drinks, or whatever. They will stay righteous for 12 hours. Stanley is a very iconic company, trustworthy company. We've got several Stanley items in our vault, and some of them have nothing to do with bushcrafting. You know, I mean, I carried a Stanley lunchbox for 20 years, beat the crap out of it, and actually I broke it dropping it off my truck. Had to get another one, but I did get another one because of the fact that I really trusted it and really liked it. This has got it's not a lanyard hole, but it's just a loop that you can attach this to the outside of your backpack if you want to carry it that way, but it's small enough, can go down in a kit without a problem. So there you have that. You can take your hot food out with you and be eating as soon as you hit the trail. Then, oh, they give this a value of $31, by the way. Then the fourth item here is the big brother to this as far as I'm concerned, because this is a utilitarian piece of kit right here. This comes from Stanley too. It's the Adventure Nesting 2-cup cook set. And anytime that I see something like this, when these first came out on the market years ago, I really thought they were a game changer because you can cook in it, boil water in it, do whatever you want. But then, you know, people started getting smart. The designers on these started to get a little smart, and they actually got the lids to where they could be used to pour off your hot boiling water to get to your noodles or whatever you were boiling. You know, that's what this is all about. It's got this nice little handle on top, and on the inside there are 2 nesting cups, right? Here we go. 2 nesting cups that'll hold, I would say, probably about 12 ounces of liquid of some sort, or soup, or whatever you want to put inside of there. But they nest right down inside of there, all right? And this is where these are very, very helpful. On the outside, it gives you all the numbers that you're going to need. This is a 20 ounce. You could actually get more than 20 ounces in here, but 20 ounces is probably safe, you know, to keep it from boiling out. And you've got markings in here, and the markings can be seen from inside whenever you're pouring your liquid down inside there. You know, if you're measuring for a ReadyWise meal, right? And again, I was excited when we saw this in here, and especially for those of you that always ask the question, is BattlBox really worth what you're spending? And you know, for $34.99 is what you are into this BattlBox for. And this has a value of $68. Do the math. That's double your money on the basic box. So to me, that is a great ad. Now, included with the basic box this month is a 25% off from ReadyWise of your next order. It doesn't say just one meal. I read all the stuff here, and it looks to me like if you would want to buy a big supply, that you could get the 25% off of that, and that's what I'm going to do because I do like the ReadyWise meals. Okay, so the next thing we're going to look at is the advanced box, and this is cool. This comes from Pod Fusion. It's called the Solar Power Bank. Now, again, you know, I'm behind the times. I drug my feet on all electronic devices that were being taken out in the field because I felt like they were infringing on our more primitive instincts and all that, you know. But I have since changed my paradigm on that because of people like you helping me, you know, people around me, and me seeing some of my peers and the heroes in my life out in the woods using electronic devices. Problem is when you take a phone out and you're out for 3 or 4 days, I hate this term, but it's true. Back in the day, you were in trouble if you didn't have a source to be able to charge that. Voila, that's what these types of devices are for. And this particular one is really cool, all right? Pod Fusion, solar power bank. I just want to tell you what is important about this. It's integrated lipolymer, 8,000 milliamp battery, and protected rubber finish for a higher energy density and longer battery life. This is important. It has dual USB ports. They are 5 volt and 2.1 output to easily charge your mobile phones, tablets, anything that you need to power up. And what is great about it, you can just lay it out somewhere, or if you're smart, you'll use this carabiner on the lanyard hole and put it on your rucksack, your backpack, or wherever that you can wear it everywhere you go. And by the time that you get to your destination, you're going to have placed a good charge on this. And once you get there, just lay it out and it's going to charge some more. So now you have got that extra energy that you need to be able to power your devices. Incorporated in this is a really bright flashlight, LED flashlight. You know, this is what I've told everybody about these when they have something like this, you know, dual use. This would be my last source for illumination, because I want to be able to have that power available if I have an emergency situation where I have to charge my tablet, charge my telephone, charge my cameras, you know, charge my GoPros, whatever. That's why I want this. I'll have an illumination device, but if they fail, you've always got this one. This is a great ad. Let me see, it doesn't tell me here how much this weighs, but it's very light. It's not, you're not even going to notice it's on your rucksack. They give this a value of $49.50. You go out to the website and you're right there, all right? That's one thing about BattlBox you'll find. They don't fudge the numbers like some other companies do. That's just the truth. So combine the basic box with the advanced box, you are now sitting at $117.50, and all you had invested was $64.99. Again, a great return for your investment. Now we're going to move down to the Pro Box, and really, you hear me say this a lot, but this kind of excites me. You know, this knife right here is the CRKT M2104G. I have been carrying this knife for the last 5 or 6 years after a friend of mine, Craig Caudle. He is the owner and director of Nature Reliance School down in Kentucky, a world-class tracker, an outdoorsman and survival expert. If you're ever down in the heart of Kentucky, look up Craig and his school. If there was ever a school that I was going to attend on a regular basis, Craig's would be it for sure. That's how much I trust him. I talked to him about the CRKT knife you're seeing here, and you've seen this many times, and he was gushing over its performance. I went out and got one. I've had one for 5 years. I lost it for a day. It fell in the side of my console in my truck. I went right out to Amazon and bought me another one. Then the guy that was detailing my truck found it for me. So I've got 2 of them. That's how much I like this knife. Check this out. The Pro Box is the CRKT M1604SS. This knife is exactly like this knife, except for a few different features, okay? When you put these knives side by side, you can see that they are built on the same platform. Now, this does not have the G10 scales on it that this does. That's not a game changer for me. That's perfect. This is a great utilitarian, everyday EDC folder for you. This has a tanto blade on it, where this one does not, has a drop blade. But let me just read some of this to you here so you can understand this. The steel is Sandvik 12C27. It has great edge retention, right? Once you get an edge on this thing, you strop it up, it's going to stay that way for a long time unless you just abuse the stinking thing to death. What else did I wanted to tell you? The clip for this is reversible. You see that my clip is up here, this one's down here. It comes to you, I think everybody's going to get it with the tip down. I like my knives tip up, but you can change that without a problem. This comes with a secondary safety on it that this does not. It doesn't matter because I took the safety off. I hated it, right? This doesn't have that safety. And, you know, who was it? Was it Danny that asked me? One of my guys asked me if this was going to replace this. My answer was no, it won't, because I've got two of them. But if I had to, I would not hesitate replacing it with this particular knife. This is a great ad. They give this a value of $64. Again, you're into the Pro Box for $119.99. They give you a value for this knife is $64, which is right there. So combined all three boxes that we just looked at, the value on this is $181.50. Again, wow, what a great buy. So now we're going to move on to the Pro Plus box. And well, this thing here is going to just leak like a sieve if I ever got to use it. Let me see here. The Pro Plus box this month comes from Willumsen of Copenhagen. And this particular knife is the Bird Dog, is what they call this knife here. And they give this a value of $72. Now, the Pro Plus box this month, every month, is $169.99. They're giving this knife a value of $69, and everybody that saw this said, that is just a steal for that knife. The way that this is put together, the stainless that they did, the stone wash, 90-degree spine, the jimping on it, the sculpted scales, G10 scales. I mean, it's just a great slick looking knife, beautiful knife, and perfect size for bushcrafting, for hunting, for skinning game, processing firewood, fire sticks, you know, making your shavings for your fat wood, whatever you're going to do. This is a great little knife. And I mean, I don't know that there's anything I wouldn't do with this knife. I mean, obviously, you always hear it. You can't do with a small knife what you can do with a big knife. You know, you hear that. So you're going to just have to keep this in the wheelhouse of what you're going to be able to do with this knife. But don't overtax yourself. Don't overtax this knife. It's made out of 440 stainless, so it's not going to rust on you. It's going to retain its edge as long as you don't abuse it, right? It comes with a really nice leather sheath. It's not real heavy. Fit high up on your belt loop if you'd like, or you can put a dangler loop on it if you want to. And if I were to carry this knife, that's exactly what I'd do, and I'd put a lanyard down here to lash it to my leg. That's just what I've learned to do for the past 55 years carrying a knife. But I would do that with this knife. It's great. Not anything you can't do with this. It's got a nice exposed pummel with a lanyard hole, square lanyard hole in here, so you got plenty of room in there. And it's exposed enough to where if you're crushing nuts or you're flint knapping with this a little bit to get yourself started, you're not going to mushroom out this G10 scales. And you know, I've had people ask me, why do I like an exposed pummel? That's why, because I do use the pummel a lot. And if the pummel is flush, I don't care what scale it has on it, it's going to mushroom it out, whether it is G10, if it's wood, or it's micarta, or whatever. It's going to mushroom it out if you are doing a lot of smashing with it. This will never do that. So that's, you know, answers that question for you there. Great sculpted handles, you know, feels good in the hand, perfect size. Do whatever you want with this knife right here. It would be a tactical knife only if it's the last one that you have next to you. You know, just like, you know, people say, what's the perfect survival knife, perfect tactical knife? Whatever one you have on you when you are in a survival situation, that's the perfect knife right there. Whatever one you have on you when you're in a tactical situation, that's the perfect knife right there. They give you a little patch too, a little show 'em off patch from Willumsen. And I got one more thing to tell you for those of you that popped for the Pro Plus box. Now, you add up all this stuff right here, all four boxes together combined. Again, you've invested $169. it comes to $253.50. But for those of you that are Pro Plus subscribers, BattlBox, doing what BattlBox does, threw in a $20 no expiration gift card to where you can go out on their website and use this card for any type of purchase. You know, if you find something for under $20, it's free. If you find something for $40, it's only going to cost you $20. So BattlBox, I think you did yourself a real solid right there when you did that. Now this $253.50 turns into $273.50. That's over $100 value that you have added to your investment, right? Your investment was $169.99. This here now is $273.50. Bingo. Great ad, BattlBox. Appreciate it. So there you go. That is mission number 97 for March 2023. Looking forward to what's happening in April. The weather is breaking out here, you know. Right today it's 37 degrees, raining and snowing. Gotten wet a little bit here, but it doesn't matter. I'm looking forward to spring, and I'm sure you are too. So thank you for your support, for watching, for all your questions, your comments, your emails, everything you do for us. So until next time, you guys ride free, you live free, and as always, you be safe out there.